What's up, guys? It's Zach from the Rolling Times here, and I'm doing an oil pressure sensor on my Mk5 GTI. I've been getting a low oil light lately, and it seems to be pretty random. The car still runs alright. I don't notice any engine noise. Unfortunately, these things were known for the oil pumps going bad, so I'm thinking I'm probably going to have to do an oil pump. But before I do that, I figured I might as well try replacing the sensor and see if that gets rid of my issue before I spend a lot more money on the oil pump and a lot more time. I was able to find a couple write-ups on doing the oil pressure sensor on these cars. The only problem is most of them were taking pictures with the whole front end off the car and the intake manifold off the car, which is nice so you can see what you're working with, but it makes it kind of hard when all that stuff's in the way to find the actual oil pressure sensor and get into it. I found that if you look behind the noise pipe here, and I don't have a lot of light right now, but if you look straight down, you can see the oil pressure sensor. And then if you come over here, see if I can get some light down in there. I actually already removed my oil pressure sensor, but if you see that green plug there, the camera is rotated right now, but it would be to the bottom of that green plug, which actually when you're looking at it would be to the right. I don't know if you can see in there. Now I found that with an extension and with the socket I was actually able to get in there and take it out. It is a 24 millimeter, but a 15/16 fits perfectly on there. But when I say perfectly, you have to have that thing lined exactly up for it to slide on. I didn't happen to have a 24 millimeter deep socket, but that was able to work. So we'll see if I can show you putting this back in. So I got my socket and extension laying on the transmission right now, and basically I'm just going to go straight back in there. See if I can get it to line up. Alright guys, so I just got the new sensor in there. Here's the old sensor, and actually the easiest way I found to get the sensor in there was to take a socket that fits around the plug and use that to try and thread it in, because it seems like if you do it with the big socket and extension that fits over this, that socket, there's hardly enough room to get it in there where it needs to thread in. And if you try and do just the sensor by hand, it's hard to get your hand in there enough to get it started. So what I did, because you can't really see what's going on, once I got that old sensor out, I just kind of reached in there and I felt for the hole for where the sensor was. And then doing that, I held the socket in my hand with the sensor in it, kind of felt for the hole with one of my fingers, and then I let the socket and sensor drop down to that hole and try and line it up best I could just by feel. That's really the only way you're going to be able to do it. It is a pain. I probably spent the last 2 hours trying to get this sensor in and out, which should have been a very simple job, but unless you're really good at doing things by feel, or you want to take the front end off the car, this probably isn't going to be too easy. But that's how I did it. Hopefully it helps you out. I'm thinking that I'm probably still going to need an oil pump, so we'll see what happens, but at least now you know how to change that oil pressure sensor. It was only 26 bucks, I think, at AutoZone. So if this video helped you guys out, please leave a like and subscribe. If you think my GTI is going to blow up, leave me a comment below. Thanks. Bye.